What's going on, guys, and welcome to another fan theory brought to you by you guys, the fans. And if you want your theory to be featured in a future episode, just head on over to my Facebook fan page and send me a message with your theory, and I'll pick some of the best ones for next week's video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into some of today's theories. Starting us out is a Family Guy theory coming from Zach Lawhead over on Facebook, so thank you, Zach, for sending it in. And his theory is that the Family Guy and the Simpsons were not actually in the same universe until Stewie had a freak accident with one of his experiments, and he and Brian ended up in a parallel universe where the Simpsons and Family Guy existed together. This theory seems like it could actually be possible. Stewie is always traveling through dimensions in his time machine, stuff like that, so it's kind of out there. If this theory is true, then it would explain how the crossover episode between the two shows was possible and why we had never seen someone of yellow skin or someone of white skin in each other's show before that crossover. It would also explain why Chris and Meg's voices changed so much from the early seasons of the show to the later seasons of the show that we see now. It's a very interesting theory, so thank you again, Zach, for sending that in. But moving along to our next theory that comes to us from a Reddit user named Hostison. He says that the reason that Billy from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is so dumb is because he was drilled in the head by Mandy, causing him to have brain damage. Now, this theory is based around a newly released cartoon short that was made 18 years ago by Maxwell Atom, the creator of the show, while he was still in college. In the short, Mandy drills in Billy's head. The theory claims that this serves as an actual pilot-type short for the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and explains why Billy is so dumb in that show. Immediately after being drilled, he says something stupid and gives his mouth wide open, agape, son of drooly smile. This is an awesome theory, and it was so cool to see an early work from one of my favorite creators. He's created so many great shows. Billy and Mandy is one of the best, but that is such a cool guy, and he just posted this on YouTube just a couple of days ago, this random short. And it gives new insight to where these characters came from. I'll leave a link to it down in the description if you guys have not already seen it. Please go check it out. It is so cool. Anyway, our final theory is on Dora the Explorer. And the theory claims that the show takes place in the 1960s at the height of the Cuban Missile Crisis. And an undercover operative, codenamed Dora, has been assigned to gather intelligence on Russian nuclear missiles stockpiled in Cuba. After the failed Bay of Pigs invasion, the United States needed to regain traction on their efforts to de-escalate the hostile threat to our communist foes. First of all, what kind of explorer is trekking around a mapped territory with established paths? And what does she actually, quote-unquote, explore in this uncharted territory? Well, she does it because she is following a designated route with guidance from her talking map. Which brings me to my next point. A talking map? Sounds more like an advanced wireless GPS technology in its early stages of development by the US government during the tech race back against the USSR. Now, don't even get me started on the talking backpack, or should I say tactical gear bag with built-in satellite communication technology. Now, boots is also just a metaphor for the United States military, as they are ready to serve as backup support, or quote-unquote boots on the ground, and invade Cuba if need be. The Soviet Union, however, is no dummy, and they're on to the CIA and their little exploration scheme. The KGB has employed the agent Swiper to chase after Agent Dora and try and get her hands on, or swipe, some of her undercover CIA intelligence and technology. Now, this was more of a fan fiction than a theory. It was still so cool to think about Dora possibly being a secret agent back in the 1960s over in Cuba. So thank you again for sending that into the show. I love reading all of what you guys send. I love reading through all your fan fictions, all of your theories, all that kind of fun stuff. But that is all we have time for today, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe for more theories in your sub box. If this video gets to 500 likes, I will drop out a Pokemon theory. That is a really cool one that I just finished editing. I'll drop it out tomorrow, so make sure you guys are smashing that like button. If not, I'll probably release it sometime early next week. So like I said, smash that like button. Also, if you want your theory to be featured on a future episode of Fan Theories, make sure you guys head on over to the Facebook page and send it to me there. Link in the description to the Facebook. But until next time, guys, remember it's always K-Mac time somewhere. Until then, guys, take it easy and peace out.